Looks like I've gone live a bit prematurely. Not quite ready. I've got a minute and a few seconds. So let me get set up. Water. Music stand. Watch this. This is such a great thing. Ta-da! Sits right on my desk. Beautiful thing. Lift the monitor up so it's high. I bring my window over to this side. Got no viewers yet, so that's okay. Looks good. Shut the door, shut the door. Shut the door. So I have to sort out my audio mixer. Put that over there. Go to source, solo, and PC mix. Solo. Yep. Now I'm hearing myself. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. All good. And that's it. And we're live. Awesome. Live at PJ's. Is it time? Yep. 8 o'clock. Welcome to another live stream where today I am going to be doing the same as I've done on all the other ones. Working through a piece from this book by Will McNicol. The tune I'm working on is called Dragon's Back. Such a treat to have a book with ring binding, because I've been looking at my Fred Node book and it doesn't stay open on the thing. It's kind of annoying, you know what I mean? So, warm-ups, right. I was just looking at Will McNicol's college. Aha, I signed up. Oh, bath time. Is that shouting coming through on the stream? That was loud, wasn't it? What, did I just shut my window? Ah, no I didn't. Right. So he's listed this as dadgadchords.pages, but it isn't. So yes, that's what I was saying. I signed up to Will McNicol's The College, which is a subscription-based access to his teaching materials, to his music, scores, exercises, discussion forum, and I think there's a monthly Zoom hangout, I think. It's not going to be weekly, is it? I think it's monthly. So I have here a warm-up page of scales. Transpositional scale shapes, brackets, improvisation. A major, A blues, minor pentatonic. Used to teach that one in the rock school. Oh, this one moves to position 2, a major pentatonic. Okay, yeah, I feel that. My scale I like to play as a warm-up because of the big stretch. Something like that. So it's a bit of a warm-up. So Dragon's back. Let's see how we get on. I'm going to remove the watch. The Fitbit Charge 2. Come on, come on. Come on, get off. That's a Scottishism. Come on, get off. When someone knocks the door, you go and answer the door and you say, come away in. Come away in. Scotland. It's a funny place. Right, so Dragon's back. We're doing pinch harmonics, artificial harmonics. Here, here, here. And here. Where is it? About there. There. So it's a bit beyond halfway. About here. Sounds like a piano. Amazing. 9. That. How does it go again? Hi Ruben. It is beautiful, yes, so you can listen to me butchering it like a butcher. footstool. This makes such a difference. Oh, even just sitting with it, it's comfy. Even my wife is getting obsessed with his collab because of her violin playing. Yeah, Shona, who plays the violin on this piece, Shona Aitken. I mean, they're all fantastic musicians, but I know Shona a little bit from having seen her play a concert here on the island. She sings in a jazz quartet called Rose Room. So she plays kind of gypsy jazz style, and she sings, wow. And I don't know if you've watched my concert that I did with my friend Donal, which was part of the Crofters session that we did. I've shared the link in the group. I think you probably have watched it. Well, Donal plays a guitar built by a guy called Jimmy Moon. And Jimmy Moon is the bass player in Rose Room. He plays an upright bass. Great sort of gypsy jazz swing style music. To be that finger. I'm hitting that now. Remember when that was impossible? This is why it's nice to have video of this that I can look back on and see my progress. I actually don't need to listen to it in there because there's nothing else for me to hear except the audio that you're hearing. Stop. Let me go back to there with that finger, which is the... Ah, yes. This is as far as we got. E string is killer. I think that's this guitar's frequency. It's like a bell. Oh. That's a bar. Just doing a little bit of that. This mad chord. Right, this is something to work on. Front of the TV. Fingering 2. 4. Which is, no, 2, 3, 1. Seriously? 2. Oh, here's a D. 2 on the D. 3. Oh, and let's see if I can work it out without counting. It is a G. So it should be 4 on the 3rd string, 2, 0. It's not a G. B. D. E. F. F sharp. F. E. There's 2 notes the same. No. I was making it harder than it needed to be. If I can get through by 18 tonight, that'll be good going. Got that right? There's 2. 2, 4. Music in the kitchen. Must be Freya. Ser. It's a Syrian. Right, let's go back here. Let's go back to there, in fact. No, let's not. Four. Four. Got it. Such weird shapes. Not weird, unfamiliar. They're not weird, they're just unfamiliar. myself. Getting ahead of myself. Let's get back to here. Dissonance. It's beautiful. How does he get that in a chord? It's the mind of the composer. I think that's a second interval. Do, 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 do. Wow. I bet you Freya's baking. That's why there's music on. Does that mean she did the dishes, I wonder? That would be a fine thing. Make this shape into something I'm familiar with. Oh, I've got no energy tonight. Is it like a... Is it like that shape? think it is. Different fingering, but... Yeah, trouble reading the first few bars. It's not that difficult in terms of the notes and the melody. It's the shapes and the stretching. And oof. This is what's let me down, because I've not really played stretches like these before. You see, and this is why fingerstyle players use altered tunings a lot. Will does too. Will plays in Dadgad a lot. He plays in multiple tunings. And this is partly because in standard tuning the stretches can be horrendous, but also in other tunings too. Pierre Bensoussan, for example, plays exclusively in Dadgad, and he's the exception to the rule that Dadgad breeds a similar style of music in everyone who uses it, because his style of music is unique. Well, everybody's is to some extent, but Pierre Bensoussan has shown that Dadgad doesn't limit what you can play, as some other players will have you believe. So that's why he's called the Thief of Dadgad. I know it's corny, but it's kind of fun. And I've played in altered tunings. I've learned pieces in altered tunings. One of my favourite players of all time is a man called Will McNicol, who lives in New Jersey. And he used to play in dropped D, which is when you bring your E string down to D. So it's, instead of a D chord being only on 4 strings, that's your root. That means that your lowest note is actually on the 4th string. It's not that low, unless of course you do this. Bring that down to D. Now look where your root is. Isn't that lovely? G notes on the 5th fret instead of the 3rd. And there are some tunes I play in that, but Will McNicol used to play a lot in drop D, and then he switched to a tuning that goes C, G, D, G, A, D. So you've still got G, A, D like in Dadgad, but instead of D, A, D, you've got C, G, D. So it's a beautiful tuning, and when he switched to that tuning, he stuck with it, and he plays now exclusively, as far as I know, in C-Gad, as it's called. And when I discovered that tuning, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is just unbelievable. Such a beautiful tuning. And I started playing in it a lot, and I went so far as having some video lessons with Elle. This is back when video lessons weren't really the thing that you did. This was done with recording on my camcorder, my Sony camcorder, so it would have been 2000. I think Freya was born. She must have been, because we bought the camcorder when Freya was born, so 2004, something like that. And I had a few lessons with Elle, and then I actually went to his home when I was in the States on the East Coast for a different thing. I got in touch with Elle and I said, since I'm going to be in your country, could we meet? So we did, and I stayed at his house, and we had quite a few lessons over an extended weekend. That was a magical experience, really was. Whose music have you been listening to, Ruben? Pierre Ben Suzanne? The Thief of Dadgad? Oh yeah, I did. I sent you Him 11, didn't I? I told you to listen to Him 11 and The Alchemist. Yeah, of course, forgot. So yeah, that's all in Dadgad, and he does stretching like what's going on here as well. I should send you some of the photos of Pierre that I have. I have some nice ones that I took. Anyway, let's get back to this piece, this stretchy monster of a piece. Ba-da-ba-doo-dee-doo-doo. Right, so that's the E4, that's that, do with that. I'm getting to that shape. This is a beast of a stretch. I'm still in drop D. So we're going from that's a pinky. That's the next line. Getting ahead of myself, but I've always seen what's coming. It's just that. So the melody is what's actually, that's a harmony note, that's the melody note. That 5 is probably the same. It is. I see what's happening. And it goes way up. You clever man. That helps, actually. So this is all harmonization. On the right. So it's 2, 4, 3. Come on, Kamsa. He's even got that. No, Ruben, I'm on bar 18. Do you have the music? Well, you just said you looked at the first page. How have you got the music? Yeah, bar 18. So the top open string is the melody. The open B string is the melody, and then 7. So there's this harmonization. I think that arrow means and that chord is tricky. Okay. It's unfamiliar, that's why I'm having such trouble grabbing it quickly. This one's a beast. This one's tricky. Trying to read along and figure out what it all means. Yeah. I'm not reading the notation, I'm just reading the tablature. And that's enough, I don't need the notation. I'm referring to some notes. I would like to be able to read the notation, but I don't need to. If the tablature wasn't there, then I would need to. But because it is, then I'm just going to use the tablature. The easiest is the way. Might as well gather some pieces I come across for future study. Ruben I've been playing for 30 years, maybe more. And this is a bitch of a tune to learn. So future study, yeah, you're a young guy. You're a young guy. If you put more hours in than I do, there's no reason why not. I've got lots of exercises I could share with you, fingerstyle exercises, practice pieces and stuff like that. I've used a lot of this stuff with pupils before. If fingerstyle is your bag, I mean, you could sign up for Will McNicol's college, but he does say it's not for absolute beginners. However, having just looked at some of the pieces, like the scales that I opened up with, they're pretty straightforward. Some of the exercises I looked at were in fact very basic, so I'm not sure actually. I think the node stuff, since you have it now already, is probably a great place to start and to keep going. But you're playing on steel string, right? Are you playing on steel string? I seem to recall seeing a video of you and Isabel playing together. Happy birthday for someone. And you were on a steel string, I think. Because the notebook is really about classical, so that's why it opens up by having you sit like this with the guitar on your other leg. I'm not going to be doing that. And I suspect that you could get through the whole book quite happily with steel string. In fact, Tony McManus, who's one of my favourites, released an album of classical pieces played on the steel string acoustic, and it's really nice. So yeah, you'll be fine. The notebook is a good thing to work through, which maybe you can encourage me to do it as well. That's going to mean working out a third session through the week, which I would like to do, maybe once cohort 2 finishes. When cohort 2 finishes, I'll have more time. I can't wait, actually. Gosh, it's me at an hour. And there's the whole flat picking genre, which I love. I love. This would perhaps be a good area for you as well. I'll stick with the node, but the flat picking stuff, instead of learning scales, you learn melodies based around the scales. You play so-called fiddle tunes. This is a thing that the Americans, or made its way over to America from Scotland and from Ireland, and the clearances, when the landlords kicked the tenant farmers off the land. And so the Scots moved to the Carolinas and around the Appalachian Mountains, where this music morphed and became what's now known as bluegrass. And in the bluegrass music genre, which is really kind of country, a certain style of, it's like a crossover of country and Appalachian, Scottish/Irish dance tunes with vocal harmonies, the harmonies that these guys sing, honestly, my God. But the fiddle tunes are just melodies that are played around in a circle. And each instrument takes a turn, and while that instrument's taking a turn, everyone else is playing rhythm. So you'll have a bass, upright bass usually. You'll have fiddle, banjo, mandolin, guitar. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And it's just, the first time I ever heard that music, I was blown away. The tune was called Whiskey Before Breakfast. Really rusty on that, but that's basically just a C scale. I could talk long and weary about that. And the first time I heard it was in America, in that kind of circle environment. Bass, guitar, fiddle, banjo, mandolin. I was just like, oh, I need to learn this. And so I did. I went to Steve Kaufman's acoustic camp in 2005. I spent how long would it have been? It's probably about 6 months before I went to camp learning these fiddle tunes. I bought a book called 20 Tunes That Every Parking Lot Picker Should Know, because I didn't know these melodies. And I went through that book and I learned all 20 of the melodies. Went to camp for 2 weeks tuition and had the best time of my life. It was just unbelievable. And when it comes to virtuoso guitar players, you've got the fingerstyle people. You've met Will. Will is amazing. You've heard Pierre Ben Suzanne. Tony McManus, check him out. He's absolutely phenomenal. Just love that guy. So you get your fingerstyle guys, your bluegrass pickers, right? The most famous of whom is probably Tony Rice, who just died, unfortunately. He was a massive mover and shaker in the flat picking world, so using one of these to play your melodies. And I suppose he pioneered a lot of the style. Norman Blake, Doc Watson. You've got Flat and Scruggs, which is one of the first kind of bluegrass bands. You've got the Kentucky something or other. My favourite player at the moment, a guy I've studied with online, is a young guy called Brian Sutton. Bryan, Brian Sutton. He has studied at the feet of the masters, Doc Watson, Tony Rice, Norman Blake, etc. And then brought his own spin to it. Honestly, Ruben, just... You hear that music, you think, oh, it's so enlivening. So I love to play that style as well. There's so much music, you can't play all of it, but you can try. And as long as it's fun, and it is fun, you know. So anyway, I'm done for the night. I'm completely spent of energy. It's time to chill. So thank you once again, Ruben, for your company this evening. It's lovely that you show up to these. Should I go checking your channel to see if your video's been published yet? Just saying. Right, I can see that my bandwidth is absolutely sucky. This is what happens. Connection is unstable, it says. If you're on Wi-Fi, blah, blah, blah. I'm not on Wi-Fi. I'm wired. I shouldn't be having connection issues. Damn this thing. I've got loads of instruments laying around, but never really learned notation. I just seem to plateau very quickly because of the lack of notation reading. I don't think having a lack of notation reading leads to plateau. I'm an example. I don't read notation. That's not what's holding you back. You know what's holding you back, don't you? There's just so much music I've never been exposed to. I try to listen to as much new stuff someone recommends me as possible. Well, in that case, before I go, let me send you... Do you have a Spotify subscription? Let me send you... What's the name of his album? Da, 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 da. I mean, I've just talked about... Yeah, the thing about the flat pickers... in terms of virtuosic guitar playing, the speed that these guys can play a melody, I don't know. But this album, what's the favourite tune? Is it that one? No, is it this one, 2014? It is, it's 2014. I'm going to send you just a tune by Brian Sutton, which is not indicative of his flat picking chops in terms of speed, but this is one of his own tunes that he's written. It's a waltz. How'd you get these? Ah, you were. Copy song link. So this is a Spotify link. I don't know if you've replied whether you have Spotify. You don't. Right, okay. Well, in that case, this link ain't going to help you, but since I've copied it to my clipboard, I'll drop it anyway. Let's see if it's on YouTube. It is. This will make you great. Where's the share thing? Share, copy. Boom. And since I've got you, I'll just share this with you before you go. I've had an idea. This is a tune that I've been wanting to arrange for years now. It's from a soundtrack. It's not a guitar tune, it's a piano tune that I want to arrange for guitar. And I've actually thought about commissioning Will to do it. That's one of the things that he does, is he will arrange a tune for you. Let me just make sure this is... Is this a guy covering it? I think it is. Where's the original? Here. Yes. Right, this is by Jan Tiersen, and the movie it's from is Amélie, my favourite all-time movie. And this tune just haunts me, and I would love to learn it. I've actually attempted to learn it a few times. And haven't managed it yet, so there you go. I'll leave you with those couple of tunes to go and listen to. And yeah, thanks for showing up. I will see you in the grid or on WhatsApp. Bye for now.